so don't be talking sideways.
An offensive and defensive game plan has been pre-selected each week. Once you've made your game plan, choose to start.
Cardi B, I'm up. I see you like the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take it. Everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go your man with my name in your mouth? I do the Maybach on Monday, throw rock Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce.
Guys, we all watched the film from yesterday, and I hope everyone knows it wasn't good enough. Today's practice has got to be great. You want to win a ball game, take advantage of your practice reps, because Sunday's going to be here before you know it.
Let's go! Quick, we can! Quick, 20! Blue 20! 20! Blue 20! White 20! White 20! Let's go! Wait, 20! Round 80! Go! 20!
'Well, fellas, there's not a whole lot I can say about that performance today. We have high aspirations as a team. If we want to get there, we got to raise our game. Because if we repeat what I saw out there today at our next practice, it is going to be a very long season. We can do better. All right, small steps in the right direction. That's what we've been talking about. And you know what? Today you took a lot of those small steps. I'm proud of you. Keep it up.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20! Out! Out! Wait, 20! Wait, 20! Right, we got... Wait, 20! Wait, 20! Wait, 20! Wait, 20! Let's go! Wait, 20! Wait, 20! Hey, hey!
What's that? I smell.
Wait, 20! Ready? Hey, hey!
My name is Dirk Cobain. Here I go to the next.
Wait, 20! 380! Wait, we got! Here we go!
That's the sign of the police. I've been deep cover. Skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance.
Stand up!
Tell me nothing right. There's so much certificate. I gave you power.
Wait, 20! 20! Wait, we got!
Tonight's the night. Yes,
Wait, 20! Wait, 20! Wait, we got! Let's go!
with a pitchfork.
Here we go! Wait, we got! Wait, 20! Wait, 20! Wait, we got! Wait, 20! Wait, 20! Wait, we got!
Saw my teacher, I was the same student fella. Now I got a lawyer, straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element, out my element. My the same, don't need no clout, no fame, no clout. Bought the game, all brand new chain. I swerve the lane, call the group the gang. Whip that thing, whip it. This shit give me ooh yeah. Them boys fool you trying to do it, bring the do. Don't want
Kick your season off by starting your first game.
times three, this how it go. Park $1 million at the
Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
go. Eat it up, Rich straight to the top floor. More PJs than PJs. Rich like water, go to Cabo. Splash. Cash in the walls, hollow. Cash. Your money too small, micro. Huncho on the call, got a yeah. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Chats and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. Go for the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
Ice the game, had to ice the game. So much ice, too much. Had to ice the lane. Freeze the dud, freeze. Had to freeze the lane. Freeze. Camera phone. Turn your lights off. We been on. Came from my block and growed up. Guess I'm homegrown. Well known. That is my cologne. I put my wrist inside the freezer, came out froze. Ice. I put my heart inside, cause I was chose. I put my heart inside and only God knows. Yeah, the clinics for that baby wipe his nose.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, Alex Smith on his third NFL team, the Washington Redskins. They match up with Tom Brady in the New England Patriots. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Washington Redskins. Hello, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and partner, our long national nightmare is over. After 6 months away, we're back to playing football.
And this is way better than Watergate, isn't it? Now we get to have some fun. Watch the veterans. They'll play a little bit. We know that. But the big thing, this new crop of rookies and young guys, they get their chance to take the field and earn their spot.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd and long, it's Smith. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. And his first look is incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here's White. And now running right through it. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. And now White. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Now Brady throwing on second down. His throw incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
They had a good chance to get the first points of the game on the board, but what a great job defensively, getting a hand in there, knocking it away, and preventing that first touchdown.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Shotgun now for Brady. And caught by Hogan for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They go play action here on first down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Dante Hightower on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So the Patriots coming out now. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Showed some flash on the run, but he will be brought down shy of his 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That first down run could not have turned out worse for a defense because when they came out on the field, their number one mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
Brady to Gronkowski, cover athlete for a Patriot first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now, Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Brady again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So out now come the Redskins. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. Now McCoy, his first throw since coming in. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Underneath here to Hill. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Caleb Brantley able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Let's take it inside his own 40. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run with Thompson. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Hoyer. And Dwayne Allen on the ground. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Hoyer. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here's Hoyer. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll look to throw again. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Hoyer looks to push it himself. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Brian Hoyer taking it in. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly... accept. Haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go. And let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Marshall now, the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Throwing on first down. McCoy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And that's incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Looking to throw. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no. They went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk. To come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dietrich Wise Jr. in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And now out come the Patriots. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw, and this is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And able to connect with Berrios. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Berrios. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
New England on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And here come the Redskins now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ramon Humber coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with them because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to...
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them. First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Gets past one man. Finding room inside the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Matthew Slater, 53 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Here's McCoy, and this is Michael Floyd, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, McCoy. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They've been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
To throw on 3rd down, McCoy.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed out.
That's caught at the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
We know it's tough enough to pick up 1st downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
To throw on 2nd down, McCoy. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Evades him at the 20, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, that last run for a first down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Matthew Slater ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings.
Exactly.
There.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual
it.
guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Now let's go. Blue liner.
On 1st and 10, McCoy. Crowder's got it over the middle. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, McCoy. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
I sound it.
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game.
Okay, I'm back to school, you. This is open campus. This is, I should slap it open-handed. Tough life, I told the model she need lower standards. Asked her if she had a twin, I feel like Joey Tanner. Big spender, Chris out the Porsche. Shake that, got that on menus, the a la carte. Boy, I had to make my point about this wave. Watch for the sharks bounce. Sharks bounce. I gave it up, talking Cuban links. Tell her ain't no weak link in my Cuban link. Only like my lane.
Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
I got dreams of being Hova, action movie, yay. Listen, babe, it's so good you'll think I'm cool with yay. Okay,
Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next. You have grades for each position that browse available players to improve your team.
Like I got like my pinky. Money, baby, we don't pay, but ain't ours. Bet it back, I bet I match it like the same style. Chopsticks for beef from shutting PF chains down. I gave you prophecy, my first one, then you lamed out. Luckily, sold, but it wasn't for me. Still the flow raw, peep the way I bubble in these streets. Who can with me?
Nikki, baby.
Go.
Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sailing right now. Could you? I got too much on my mind right now. Tell that hero Dale, get my baby 30,000. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. I'm on the road, I'm getting paid like what you want, baby. You a bougie, baby, but I love you, baby. Give you the world, baby. Pay $5 grand for a handbag like Saint Laurent, baby. We love that money, baby. 100,000 plus 100,000 my way. 30,000 plus 30,000 my wrist. We got those bad, that's. I swear, baby, it was just kissing us. How could I forget that you done for me? Baby, gonna take the charge and take the fall from me. Would love to take you shopping, but I'm in your tones. Sorry, little mama, I can give you more. Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sailing right now. Could you? I got too much on my mind right now. Tell that hero Dale, get my baby 30,000. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah.
Gotta hit him on the jack. When you coming back, where's you at on the map? Everything is intact. Could've been a seamstress, still wouldn't cut him slack. Pretty much ain't got a clue. Itty bitty piggyback off everything I do. But I'm still dropping. Got him looking like James Harden at the awards. Back to you, I'm so into you. For real, bread, like I'm kin to you. If you a 10, I add 10 to you. They be mad when I 10 to you. That's what the bay like. Call me Buffy, cause that's what I slay like. These, I sun them like it's daylight. These wanna know what it's like. What it like, yo, what it like, yo. They wanna know what it's like, yo. All this ice is like snow. Get kimonos and let's fly to Tokyo. Pretty, pretty, please, baby, won't you cop this for me?
I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sailing right now. Could you? I got too much on my mind right now. Tell that hero Dale, get my baby 30,000. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah.
I let my birds come command. Sounds like I seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LAD logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the beam in the flats. I got the in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, the man. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the Jordan, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a, yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman, I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happens when you give it a taste life, then you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life, then the ape in. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle, she. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle, she.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a.
Hey, everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see a healthy Carson Wentz and the world champion Philadelphia Eagles. They match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Philadelphia Eagles. Welcome in, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So you've got 1 week of preseason games in the books. Now you start to really assess some of the vets and, of course, some of the young players.
You're exactly right, because now there's a week's worth of film out there for everyone to watch. And for guys who may or may not make these particular teams, that film will be out there around the league, so maybe they can catch on somewhere else if they have to. But this will be a lot of fun to see how much time the veterans play versus how much time the young guys get.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth, because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Might have needed just one more block. As it stands, 37-yard return. And the Patriots take over. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing on first down is Brady. And incomplete to open things up. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it's 2nd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Trying for Edelman again. This time he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Spinning away. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
I would say that's what you call a whole lot for a little, huh?
When you bust that move out of the bag, you hope for more than 4 yards, but hey, 4 is what he got. And now, is it 4th down? No, it's 3rd down. And the field goal unit is out onto the field. On the left hash mark, this a 3rd. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. So after the INT, it's Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch. Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
And especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And they've got it here with a first down. And Brady will sneak it. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz? And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Tom Brady taking it in. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Lawrence Guy with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
Devin McCourty brings him down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime they hand the ball to a back.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things out.
A good pickup there, 22.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. Two great competitors, two fantastic players.
A nice gain of 21 yards. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there's an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. That throw by Brady, incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And this is incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. 3rd down here.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Brady now on 1st down. Rifles one complete into the hands of Gronkowski. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22. So we now proceed to the start of the second half. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. This will be fielded at the 6. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Hoyer. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. A first throw for the backup Foles. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out, and they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he's got this one down to the 10. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Hoyer now on a sneak. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Brian Hoyer taking it in. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. but I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. Here's Foles. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now it's Sproles. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Foles. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
And he's able to put it through. Elliott now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, good move. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Here's Hoyer. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Foles. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That catch good for 5. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
So the Patriots coming out now. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. One across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Fights off the defender, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Back to throw. And he's going to go down. He's backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field, but guess what? This one's now just about over.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. That one looks like he'll throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now Hoyer. He gets this to the rookie, Sony Michel. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sitting right now. Could you? I got too much on my mind right now. Tell that hero Dale, get my baby 30,000. Ball for me.
You have an injury from the last game. See how long they'll be out.
$5 grand for a handbag like Saint Laurent, baby. We love that money, baby. 100,000 plus 100,000 my way. 30,000 plus 30,000 my wrist. We got it. Those bad, that's I swear, baby, it was just kiss, now that's it. How could I forget that you done for me? Baby, gonna take the charge and take the fall from me. Would love to take you shopping, but I'm in your town. Saw a little mama, I can give you more. got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sent right now. I got too much on my mind right now. Tell the hero Dale, get my baby 35. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah.
Gotta hit him on the jack. When you coming back, where's you at on the map? Everything is intact. Could've been a seamstress, still wouldn't cut him slack. Pretty much ain't got a clue. Itty bitty piggyback off everything I do. But I'm still dropping. Got him looking like James Harden at the awards. Back to you, I'm so into you. For real, bread, like I'm kin to you. If you a 10, I add 10 to you. They be mad when I 10 to you. That's what the bay like. Call me Buffy, cause that's what I slay like. These, I sun them like it's daylight. These wanna know what it's like. What it like, yo, what it like, yo. They wanna know what it's like, yo. All this ice is like snow. Get kimonos and let's fly to Tokyo. Pretty, pretty, please, baby, won't you have this for me?
I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sent right now. I got too much on my mind right now. Tell the hero Dale, get my baby 35. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah.
Bring out the Brinks truck, I'm young, flying ice up. 100-yard dash, I had to run my price up. Boss your life up, I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100 up. Hey, you know these checking for me in the DMs, getting for me. I ain't even took the dollar out my pocket and the still shaking for me. And I'm frosty like Tony in the club with the owner. I can walk on water, pop it like, hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. 30, I might go round the two, stacking up, I love how my money count on move. With attitude, I got a two, and I dropped out of school. I'm going up, check my vertical. Man, I'm breaking every rule. TMZ harassing me, I got a camera crew. I'm addicted to shopping, so everything brand new. I'm friends with the jeweler, my diamonds like Shamu. Hey, she like she applying shampoo. Pretty face, she got a look. Keep a few racks on me. I used to work in the factory. Been hating it, never bother me. I make they follow me. Teacher said that I'm a prodigy. When I'm shopping, I don't care what it's costing me. 10 bands, really, that ain't a lot to me. Turn up my swag to infinity. I leveled up on these. Yeah, I leveled up. Hey, I bezeled up on these. Yeah, I bezeled up. I ain't got time for no negative energy. I'm on a winning streak. I'm on a spree. The devil be doing the most, but he don't ever get to me. Bring out the Brinks truck. I'm young, flying ice up. 100-yard dash. I had to run my price up. Boss your life up. I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100 up. Hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you. That what they supposed to do. I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you. That what they supposed to do. I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, the 41-year-old reigning NFL MVP, Tom Brady and the New England Patriots take on Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte. Standing by, our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It's a rematch of the 2004 Super Bowl. The Pats and Panthers are underway. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big time.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 59 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now it's Newton. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And shutting him off, now open field. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. The point after try for Gostkowski.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Hey.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White finding some room at midfield. And he's into the clear. And a cut to the right and some open. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, 61 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
And the Panthers coming out now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The Panthers and Patriots, these two teams met a year ago, week 4. Graham Gano hit a 48-yarder at the buzzer to win it 33-30. But the most memorable game, I would say, Super Bowl 38 between these two teams.
That's exactly right. The Patriots won that game 32-29. So here they are. The Panthers flipping it around and winning by 3 in New England.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Here's Brady to throw, and nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, I don't care how long he plays. Anytime there's a fumble involving Tom Brady.
You think the Raiders are involved?
You think the Raiders are involved, you think it's snowing, and immediately you hear the words, Tuck Rule. And now the Tuck Rule doesn't exist anymore, but that always comes back up with Tom Brady, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, even here, even now. To throw on second down is Newton. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and that'll make it third down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
They said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
It was funny during the draft process. Someone said to me, well, whoever takes Christian McCaffrey, as it turned out it was Carolina, how are they going to use him? Is he going to be an every down back? Is he going to be a third down guy? They're going to use him in the slot? What are they going to do with him? And I just said, yes.
All of that.
No doubt about it. This kid can do it all.
And he did a nice job there out of the backfield to pick up the first. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Moore now on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Newton. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Newton on first down. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Dante Hightower coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And some room to work. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now,
and he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots continue to roll.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Moore now to return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your...
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Set. 180.
From the gun, here's Newton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this 2nd half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
To throw is Newton. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. On the run, Darkwa. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Room to run past midfield. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle. And that's going to tack on 15 more. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
To the right side, and he's got Edelman. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. First catch for the All-Pro Gronk, and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. Gets a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski from 17 yards out. And the Patriots are pouring it on. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 3rd down, Newton. And there's the first NFL catch for the Maryland man, DJ Moore. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. To throw on 3rd down. Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Detroit! Detroit!
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's got his man on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And it's Michel once again. Another nice move. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Detroit!
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Oh, look at this play call. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
And this is a spot where you have your offense stay out there to get those few inches. It's too long for a field goal. It's not worth punting. So this is the right decision as far as I'm concerned. And they wind up picking up the first down.
Whoosh. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Nifty move. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
He's going to get it running right. Ooh, with a juke. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now Heineke. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Looking to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathe.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Dietrich Wise Jr. in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.
G go too fast. I don't need wear no seatbelt. Bad little got no upgrade. Now she got. How about the range on? Who is the baby? He going in. Man, these old rappers getting boring. They be taking shots, I ignore them. Send them to the hood one. Making plays out of town like I'm Jordan. Need to go get your. Walk on my way, I'm a sport. Lamborghini, I don't want no Porsches. I'm on fire, don't touch me, I'm torching. Had the fish on my teeth, I went porcelain. Put the ton on my back, I'm a horseman. One more year, I'm gonna make it a 40. They look me in the back like 40. I be sitting inside of the morning. Ain't no strings attached, keeping it cordless. She keep calling, but I keep ignoring it. Ain't no stopping, I'm keeping it for it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. I spent the whole M on some clothes. Got up on this, I sold out the show. Gonna like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that white on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Then I got tired with you. All of these my body, I got pissed. Somebody keep checking my pose. Walking in the club with no warning, take care of the money. They swing on the. Water on me like the sunny, I shine when it's sunny, this platinum and rose. Gonna out the street when I go to DC, I'ma see the mode. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy.
Use your practice squad to develop younger players that could eventually contribute in games.
Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Crazy different city with some different. I can switch my the same way that I change my clothes. Man, it's crazy. I'm and envelope. And you know I'm never lacking. Gotta do with that stuff in traffic. Water with water on my paddock. In automatic. I drink water when I'm fasting. Use a hands, get me and I can't have it. Boy, I'm far from average. Better wait your turn, better get it long. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another.
Try to spend the whole M on some clothes. Got a bonus, I sold out the show. Gonna like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of them. I like when that wet on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Still ain't got time with you.
I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove. Big inside this case is once. Do me dirty, I'ma find you lay out on the flow. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now he's on data. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
Have an all-white rank. Couldn't hit if it had ain't. Lanes can't call it and you lame. You had it and you lost it, all the shame. I can buy a Billy, don't talk to me. For a show.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, the 41-year-old reigning NFL MVP, Tom Brady and the New England Patriots take on a man back for a 15th NFL season, Eli Manning and the New York Football Giants. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their men in blue emerging from the MetLife tunnels. We're set to go as the Giants get ready to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Hello again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, partner, I think we can safely sum up the goal this final week of the preseason with 3 simple words. Don't get hurt.
And make sure you follow that mantra, okay? We cannot have you hurt going into the season. But you're exactly right. Starters will play very little, if at all, in this game. A lot of guys fighting to make the roster because after this game's over, we get down to the 53-man number, and guys will be fighting like mad to be included in it.
He spins free. Patterson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Cordarrelle Patterson with what will be called a 107-yard return. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first running back drafted this year, it's Saquon Barkley. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
And you remember pre-draft, there was a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now.
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taking what the defense will give him.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 11. Now Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A very solid gain of 27.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
A very solid gain of 27. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Nine yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
He's to the 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, 25 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Extra point try for Gostkowski.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Now it's the backup Lauletta. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now it's Lauletta. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. Let's hope it's not anything that'll keep him out of the opener. We'll be right back. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 41 yards on the ground. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And now running right through it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he spins through. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Matthew Slater, 25 yards. Gostkowski for the point after. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now here's Lauletta, and his throw here is incomplete. Red Ellison, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the 2nd quarter, so get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot, because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Stewart on the counter. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And taken right at the 35. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. He's to the 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Matthew Slater in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
3 down. Here we go now. Green 30.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Set. Green 39.
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They go back to Stewart on 1st. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Out of the gun, Lauletta. And that is incomplete. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here at the end of week 3 or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
He'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, not a fun game at all for anyone who's playing defense on the field at this point. They just gave up another first down on another good run. I wonder if the defense coordinator just says, let's sell out, play against the run, and not worry about getting beat by the pass.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And that's another big-time run. And it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Sidesteps him at the 35. Dances by at the 20. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Braxton Berrios, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots continue to roll.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to select, and he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Giants on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is third down and 12. Working from the gun, Manning. He hits Stewart in the flat. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm.
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And now out come the Patriots. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them. I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Push hhis way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And he He's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Hoyer. And Allen's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from East Rutherford.
Use your practice squad to develop younger players that could eventually contribute in games.
Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. Promise I don't give a about them. Let them out 21 till a million need out. Yup, like in the Kango Enter. New Cadillac with an all-go hammer. Long as I remember how to Atlanta. I can give a about a dog. Used to getting things from a text, so I count setting numbers in the hood. Do what I say, do. Tell break bread, a fake dead, a bit to hate that. 50 million, you died to make that middle. You vote for Trump, you see me outside, well, you know what's up. I ain't hearing no peace talk, ain't funny, no heat haul. Like a Black Panther, we to the teeth, try me, we. Swear to God, I could have been Freddie Gray. Or Mike Brown getting down with a on me and a half a. Let me buy Sandra Bland. Listen, boy, you're challenging with the running man. I was challenging with a hand. What you see before you, what they told you from nothing, man. Grand hustle over everything. And hit the king like an 18-wheeler in and out of air lane. Never been a part of the in crowd. Got a problem with me? I said, yeah, I got the same friend that I came in with, ducking all that lane. Hey, everyone that knows on go. I rolled in the 4x4. Believe if I kept gon' go see me with ain't gon' see them no more. They love when I talk that. Roll by the car lot when bought it. Call case with the case and a phone. They will watch you give a that. A little did they rap it back, carrying them back what they capping back. Bankroll mama, we know it did. We cashing out, we bagging that. Stacking up, there's zero. Certified neighborhood hero. You can try one of them. Better not try with me though. Hey.
Bring it in. Roll it down by 2. We're gonna go out here, run this play for the win. Let's go get it. I formation, 28 sweeps, blue 14. Watch left.
We to the man, Atlanta hat cop to the left, turn to the back. Try to see we weren't having that. Sit with your ad, drop it out with Alabama ad. That would
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal.
we running. Walk up to you while you show no stun till you up that jewelry, that money. Playing game, thinking show no funny till my young win for me. Yeah, for the love of the bankroll, keep it been to. Don't nobody care about it. Don't nobody wanna hear about it. You got problem, huh? Well, it's the same thing for everybody. I ain't gon' lie. I promise that a day go by. I ain't on the grind if I ain't on fire. If it one thing I want, then it can't go by. Tryna push these wheels on the railroad. I ain't finna play no game, that what you know. So if you think at the top till I move over. Modern day Tupac in a new Hova. Know that now come with us and down. We dodge a steady deck and clown. We chasing meals so we can put that down. Top, but we run the town. But with millions in with no cap and gown. We're all in what happened now. Metal throne, concrete crown. Call that line, you getting beat. Real, what veteran. What academy. Still remember me when they were sick and needed their medicine. Better watch it, partner, you ain't from around here thinking sweet. You got the wrong idea. Get left out there. Tell them so. That's stupid. Still down to do it if you ask stupid. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah. Trap music all black. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the volume, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got the picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russian, ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly, they calling for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah, her Rex on her, yeah, B-Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah, whole squad, yeah, squad goes on the, yeah, make some orange gel on my toes, yeah, Farrakhan glass for the chosen, yeah, you can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you, my shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too, dripping my swag, something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the volume, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture.
You gotta picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. You can hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Body goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I see that new bay alert. Be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no?
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the volume, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too, dripping my swag.
I seen the best of them, Jando. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
When you got
dumb cake up in the say they be waiting for you in the bushes with the duct tape up and down the interstate. Yeah, we really touch. We touch. October, I'm about to another state. He went down in Arizona, don't get me involved. An empty box in the car means they coming for all. I had six phones, I got rid of them all. We get hit and sit down, we don't talk to the law. Yeah, they think I'm tripping, they listen. They know our every move, yeah, they want us all in prison. That's why I can't sleep at night until they get in. I'm on another mission, I'm just young and I'm living.
I done seen the best stuff from jammed up. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
My phone still echo, the feds won't let go. Money never sleeps when you're the Black Gordon Gecko. Line looking like they waiting on the retro. Sixes, I feel special. Resale and I never pay retail. My shoebox money afforded me the spree wells. And that then courted me a V12. Avoid the phones if it's sounding like a seashell. Too much clicking in the connection. Connect the dots with my connect for my protection. Face to face I place my like a drive-through. Feeling, you know how I do. Push.
I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
Too many handle business on my own, cause you ain't right, and that's I don't condone. I got homies behind the wall wishing they was home. They got jammed up, kept discussing business on the phone. With Scotty, boy, we 200 bands off